Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and taught us his truth. Shalom. Salutations unto the brothers pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. And going into this lesson, I want to be going into being awake, and how the scriptures, talk about being woke. All right, the true meaning of being woke, and how we're not supposed to be asleep, especially in these last days, man. Okay, and amen. That being woke, phrase. Amen. That whole understanding of being woke, according to the world, is just foolishness, man. Is dumb. All right, because you're not truly being woke. You truly being woke is receiving the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of these scriptures, man. All right, is having the Lord sup with you. All right, which is you understanding again these scriptures, man. Having that wisdom, that knowledge, that understanding, man. Knowing the prophecies, man. All right, being woke so that you don't be destroyed along with those that are asleep, man. But how can you be woke if you don't understand the mysteries of the scriptures? You don't understand the prophecies. You don't understand all these scriptures that are not being broken down correctly by these Catholic churches, these Christian churches, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's what the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, that the prudent foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So a prudent man's gonna have that foresight, all right, and he's gonna understand the prophecies. He's gonna be able to see and look into the future, and to say, well, hey, I don't want to partake in these horrifying judgments upon the wicked, so I'm going to prepare myself and do as much that I possibly can, to the best of my ability, do righteousness, so that I don't get judged with the ungodly, with the wicked. All right, be woke. Stay upon my watch, man, and not be asleep. Okay, not be asleep, man, but be woke. All right, the true meaning of being woke. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with Romans 13 and 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. All right, so it says knowing the time. And what times are we in, man? Right now, we're the scriptures talk about there's a time for war, a time of peace, okay? A time of joy and laughter, and a time of mourning, weeping, and, roughly paraphrasing, man. And right now, we're in the time of war. We're in the time of trouble. All right, we're in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. All right, the Israelites are going to be, the wrath is going to come down upon you, Israelites. All right, we're on the brink of World War III. Okay, and you're going to have all these spirits and these beasts out here, tearing up, beasts tearing up, the wicked. So you got all this evil coming upon this place, man. So that's why it's high time to wake up out of sleep, man. Don't be distracted by this world, man. Don't be distracted, just like in the times of Rome, by the bread and circuses, man. Okay, look that term up, man. Bread and circuses, man. That's the same. It's no different here in America, man. All right, a lot of you people are asleep. All right, a lot of you people are a lot of you people are drunk with this world, man. We're not talking about drunk from necessarily alcohol. Okay, we're talking about drunk with the cares of this life, with the cares of the world, with the entertainment and the folly of this world, man. That's the type of drunk, man. That you're not supposed to be drunken, man. Verse 12: The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. So let go of your wickedness and put on righteousness, man. All right. Verse 13: Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Because if you just living your life to fulfill the flesh, it's only going to lead to wickedness. It's only going to lead to drunkenness, being asleep, not being woke, not following after righteousness, which is what's going to keep you from the said perils. That's what's going to keep you from being judged horrifically. All right? Your righteousness, your faith, which is a gift from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, these are the things that we are supposed to be, keeping our mind upon, not the fucking distractions and entertainment of this world. Okay? And being drunk with that, This is Luke 21. And 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts, and the word heart it goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which is talking about your mind, the inner man. So it says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any times your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. So that's how these end time prophecies are coming. They're going to come like that, man. All right? When Yahweh Shai comes back, it's going to come like that, man. Okay? When you get judged horrifically, that judgment is going to come upon you like that, man. That's why we're not supposed to be asleep. That's why we're not supposed to be drunk with the cares of this life. Drunk in our wickedness. All right, drunk with the philosophies and the false religions and way of life from these heathens, man. Okay? Because you're going to get caught in unawares. Okay? All right. Verse 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. All right. So that's why we got to have a sober mind of knowing what time we're in and using that time wisely. Using it to follow after righteousness. Using it to push and glorify the names of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, using that time to be woke and not asleep, man. Cause we fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. We don't want to get jacked up. We don't want to be consumed with his judgments, man. With his Hey man. You got all type of horrifying judgments coming up, man. a horrifying one out of many of them is those missiles, man. Malachi 4:1, the day coming that shall burn as an oven, man. You know, and it's gonna burn up all the proud. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So yeah, man, we don't want to partake in that, man. We don't want to partake with the judgment of the ungodly, man. All right, we do not want to partake the judgment of the ungodly. Okay, the scriptures say that everyone is gonna appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, whether your works were, and we're all gonna receive a reward according to your works. Okay, so that's why, hey man, it would behoove you to have your works be rewarded for your good works, man, because the reward is going to be completely different from the wicked's reward, man. Okay, this is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at 30. I'm gonna start at 32. It says, "Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors." And how do we measure that? How do we know that the summer is nigh and you know, and the branch is tender and it is starting to put forth its leaves? So now that we know summer is nigh, we measure the time diligently, man. All right, we're linking up the scriptures with where we currently are, man. The scriptures tell us what would happen in these last days, man. How you would know that we are in the last days. But you would only know that if you were measuring the time diligently, man. Like it says in the Apocrypha, man. You would know that if you wasn't asleep. You would know that if you were awake. Truly woke. And we know that we're in the end times, man. All right? You know? What is it? Israel just attacked Iran. Okay, you know. So hey man, this showing you the times that we are in. Showing you the times we are in, man. World War III is coming soon, man. Famine is coming soon. All out chaos and just like the movie The Purge is coming soon, man. Jacob's trouble is gonna come to a climax, man. And it's gonna be very, very evil. Those times are gonna be evil as fuck, man. You know? It says, verse 35. Verse 36. "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." Right? So we don't specifically know exactly what time the Lord is coming back, exactly pinpoint what time World War III is going to kick off, exactly when the MOTB is going to be made mandatory for the whole world to take. We don't know specifically what time, fucking what year, month, day, second, millimeter. No, man, we don't know that shit, man. But we do know it's at the doors. That we do know. So what we do with that information is keep ourselves prepared so that we're not caught off guard, just like the rest of these people out here that are asleep. Verse 36, this also proves that the Lord Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai are two completely different entities, man. Because Yahweh Shai doesn't even know, you know, specifically what time, you know, he's going to return. Only Yahweh knows. It says heaven, Salaki, both, verse 36, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 36. "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And hey man, everybody knows about the story of Noah, man. All right. So let's go ahead and keep reading. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. So basically they were bullshitting, man. They were living life. They were living, that lifestyle of YOLO. Being asleep, being entertained and distracted by the world, man. And that's the same thing that's going on now. Bread and circuses, man. Disregarding the prophets of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, not believing the message of the prophets of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. All right, just like they despised Noah. Okay, and it says what? And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So it ain't. Basically, y'all go understand when it's too late. That's when y'all truly understand and believe Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's word is when you're living that part, man. When you're living the judgment of the wicked. That's why the scriptures say, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. See that? All right. So, amen. Don't be distracted with this world. Don't be drunken with this world. Because before you know it, amen, the Lord is going to fulfill his promise, man. All right. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. Yeah, the Lord is higher than the earth. He's above our ways. He's not a mortal man living in mortal flesh. Nah, man. Hey, man. So his word is going to come to pass. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Achakadash.